Vrindavanam Bande Krishna Rasa Prabhum Tata Janavatar Chaitanya Lila Vishtar Karino Yo Nityananda Padabja Karunarena Bhushito Yakta Chano Burachincho Vavande Vyasadupino Shri Guru Gaur Gandharva Govindascha Ganaisaha Jayanti Patakascha Sarvesham Guranartino. So we're continuing this morning with Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. We are in the middle of Sanatan Shiksha. And we finished yesterday hearing about the importance of both taking good association as well as avoiding bad association. So we'll continue from there. And now these are verses from Srimad Bhagavatam, spoken by Lord Kapila Dev. Teshva shanteshu mudeshu kanditat masva sadhusu sangam na koryak chokyeshu yoshid krida mrigeshu cha nata tasya bhavin moho bandhas chanya prasangata yoshid sangad yata pumso yata tat sangi sangata. By association with worldly people, one becomes devoid of truthfulness, cleanliness, mercy, gravity, spiritual intelligence, shyness, austerity, fame, forgiveness, control of the mind, control of the senses, fortune, and all opportunities. One should not at any time associate with a coarse fool who is bereft of the knowledge of self-realization and who is no more than a toy animal in the hands of a woman. The illusion and bondage that accrue to a man from attachment to any other object are not as complete as that resulting from association with a woman or with men too much attached to women. Vadam huta vaha jwala panjaranta vyavastiti nashori chinta muimukha dana sambhasa vaishasam. It is better to accept the miseries of being encaged within bars and surrounded by burning flames than to associate with those bereft of Krishna consciousness. Such association is a very great hardship. Majakshi kshina punyan kvachirapi bhagavad bhakti hinan manushyan. One should not even see those who are bereft of devotional service and Krishna consciousness, and who are therefore devoid of pious activities. When we hear these things, they sound, how can we say, very heavy and very extreme and very fanatic. It's like a strong prohibition which is being given. But we have to understand, like, what is it an expression of? It is an expression of intense devotion. It is and that's why we can't fully relate with it, because we don't have that. But for someone who has very strong attachment on the other side, then anything that is not relevant to that will be like utter garbage to them, because they have so much taste and so much attraction, so much attachment to that higher plane. Then anything less than that is utterly disgusting and despicable to them. So it may sound like some very dry, extreme, fanatic statement, but it's actually the outcome of intense devotion. It is the result of that. And so, it is difficult for us to fully resonate with our hearts, because we're still tasting the mud. We're still swimming in the mud. But once that purity comes and that clarity comes, and that same feeling will come. There was something else I wanted to say, but I've forgotten. Maybe it'll come. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he's there's the famous occasion when he lived within a latrine for some period of time, and one of the reasons he gave for that was because one of the reasons that was mentioned for that was that he found it more unbearable to hear the talks of the general society. That was more, that had a greater stench for him, being in close contact with the mundane consciousness of the general people. So he preferred that to live in a toilet. And that was less disturbing. So because we've been desensitized, we're dull, to a certain extent. We're not really feeling our real condition, and we're not really tasting the real taste because our senses aren't working properly. We're all mixed up. But it is, we can take a simple example. If someone's become accustomed to a particular level, let's say particular culinary standard, and then they go to taste McDonald's, then it will be unbearable. But someone who's been born and raised on McDonald's, it will taste great to them. But if someone was introduced to a higher class, of cuisine, then they couldn't go back to McDonald's. It would taste like garbage to them. So we may hear this and say, "What? I don't understand. I find so many things very nice and very attractive in this world." That's because we haven't got that higher taste yet. But when we have it, then the same feeling will come to us. This is the case with all of the negative injunctions that we come across. They're the outcome of intense devotion, attraction to the higher side. There's also extreme statements by the Braja Gopis, like if your eyes, maybe I can find it. Gurudev liked those verses. Like if your ears have never heard the flute of Krishna, they may as well be broken conch shells, and your voice has never, or your lips have never tasted Krishna's lips, then may as well be like a frog, or like all these very extreme statements. But that's because they've tasted something so wonderful in connection with Krishna. Then life without that appears not only meaningless, but utterly abominable, undesirable to the extreme. One's nostrils are no better than the bellows of a blacksmith if one has not smelled the fragrance of Krishna's body, which is like the aroma of musk, combined with that of the bluish lotus flower. Indeed, such combinations are actually defeated by the aroma of Krishna's body. The nectar from the lips of Lord Krishna and his transcendental qualities and characteristics surpass the taste of the essence of all nectar, and there is no fault in tasting such nectar. If one does not taste it, he should die immediately after birth. And his tongue is to be considered no better than the tongue of a frog. Krishna Karo Padatal Koti Chandra Sushital Tar Sparsha Jeno Sparsha Mani Tar Sparsha Nahi Jar Sejok Charakar Seva Puloha Samajani The palms of Krishna's hands and the soles of his feet are so cool and pleasant that they can be compared only to the light of millions of moons. One who has touched such hands and feet has indeed tasted the effects of touchstone. If one has not touched them, his life is spoiled and his body is like iron. Krishna Madhur Vani Amritera Tarangini Tar Pravesh Nahi Je Shavane Kanakadi Chijasam Jani Hose Shavan Tar Janma Hoilo Akarane. Topics about Krishna are like waves of nectar. If such nectar does not enter one's ear, the ear is no better than the hole of a damaged conch shell. Such an ear is created for no purpose. These are spoken by Mahaprabhu in the mood of Srimati Radharani. So it is her sentiment and the sentiment of the Braja Gopis. Jekale. These verses are just incredible. Yadayato daivan madhuripora solochana patam tadasmakam cheto madana hatta kena hritam abut punar yasmin esha kshanam apijashur eti paravim vidasyamastasmin nakila gati kadatna kachita. If by chance the transcendental form of Krishna comes before the path of my vision, my heart, injured from being beaten, will be stolen away from Cupid, will be stolen away by Cupid, happiness personified. Because I could not see the beautiful form of Krishna to my heart's content, when I again see his form, I shall decorate the phases of time with many jewels. This is the Jagannath Vallabh Natak. Jekale vasvapane dekino vamshiva dhane sekale hailadu hivaidi anandar madan hadinilo morman dekite na painunetra bodhi. Whenever I had the chance to see Lord Krishna's face and his flute, even in a dream, two enemies would appear before me. They were pleasure and Cupid, and since they took away my mind, I was not able to see the face of Krishna to the full satisfaction of my eyes. Punajadi konkan korai Krishna darashan tobe se gati kanapal diya malya chandan nanaratna abadhan alankrita korimu sakal. If by chance such a moment comes when I can once again see Krishna, then I shall worship those seconds, moments, and hours with flower garlands and pulp of sandalwood, and decorate them with all kinds of jewels and ornaments. It's very beautiful. This is Madhya Lila chapter 2. This is like the creme de la creme of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Pira birnavakala kuta katuta garvasya nirvasano nisyandena mudam sudha mudorima hankara sankochana prema sundari nanda nandana paro jagarti yasyantade gyayante sputam asya vakra maduras tenaiva vikantaya. My dear beautiful friend, if one develops love of Godhead, love of Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, all the bitter and sweet influences of this love will manifest in one's heart. Such love of Godhead acts in two ways. The poisonous effects of love of Godhead defeat the severe and fresh poison of the serpent. Yet there is simultaneously transcendental bliss, which pours down and defeats the pride of nectar and diminishes its value. In other words, love of Krishna is so powerful that it simultaneously defeats the poisonous effects of a snake, as well as the happiness derived from pouring nectar on one's head. It is perceived as doubly effective, simultaneously poison and nectarian. Kahase Tribangatam, Kahase Venugan, Kahaje Jamuna Palin, Kahase Rasavilas, Kahanitya Gitahas, Kaha Prabhu Madana Mohan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to lament by saying, "Where is Sri Krishna, whose form is curved in 3 places? Where is the sweet song of his flute, and where is the bank of the Jamuna? Where is the rasa dance? Where is that singing, dancing, and laughing? Where is my Lord, Madan Mohan, the enchanter of Cupid?" Utilonana bhavaveg mame hoilo udveg kanamatra nade goaite prabhav virahanale darja hoilo talamale nanashlok lagila padite. In this way, various ecstatic emotions evolved, and the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu filled with anxiety. He could not escape even for a moment. In this way, because of fierce feelings of separation, his patience began to totter, and he began to recite various verses. Amunya danyani dinantanane haritwara lokana mantanena anata bandho kurunaika sindhu hahanta katam nayami. They forgot, the pujari forgot to open we can do it, maybe, yeah, if somebody's clean, if somebody's showered, can open the curtains. O my Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, O friend of the helpless, you are the only ocean of mercy. I have not met you. Because I have not met you, my inauspicious days and nights have become unbearable. I do not know how I shall pass the time. O my Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, O friend of the helpless, you are the only ocean of mercy. Because I have not met you, my inauspicious days and nights have become unbearable. I do not know how I shall pass the time. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Radha Ki Jai. Tomar darshana vine anjanyai rachi dine ekalo na jai katan tumi anatera bandhu apar karuna sindhu kripa kodi deho dadashan. All these inauspicious days and nights are not passing, for I have not met you. It is difficult to know how to pass all this time. But you are the friend of the helpless and an ocean of mercy. Kindly give me your audience, for I am in a precarious position. Utilo bhava chapal man hoilo chanchal bavergati bhujan ajay adarshane podeman kemone pabo dadarshan Krishna tai bhuchen upai. In this way, the Lord's restlessness was awakened by ecstatic feelings, and his mind became agitated. No one could understand what course such ecstasy would take. Because Lord Chaitanya could not meet the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, his mind burned. He began to ask Krishna about the means by which he could reach him. Tvakchaishavam tribhuvanadbhutam ityavehi makchapalam chatavavamamavyadi gamyam tat kim kadomi viralam murali vilasi mugdam mukambujam udikshitam ikshanabhyam. O Krishna, O flute player, the sweetness of your early age is wonderful within these 3 worlds. You know my unsteadiness and I know yours. No one else knows about this. I want to see your beautiful, attractive face somewhere in a solitary place, but how can this be accomplished? Tomar madodibal tate mor chapal, e dui tumi ami jani, kaha kado, kaha jao, kaha gele toma pao, kaha taha more kaha toa pani. My dear Krishna, only you and I know the strength of your beautiful features, and because of them my unsteadiness. Now this is my position. I do not know what to do or where to go. Where can I find you? I am asking you to give me directions. Nana bhave prabalya hoilo sandesha bhalya, bhave bhave hoilo mahadan. Otsukya chapalya donya roshamarshadi sanya premadmada sabar kadan. Because of the various kinds of ecstasy, contradictory states of mind occurred, and this resulted in a great fight between different types of ecstasy. Anxiety, impotence, humility, anger, and impatience were all like soldiers fighting, and the madness of love of Godhead was the cause. Matta gajja bhavagan prabhudeha ikovan, gajja yude vanera dalan, prabhu hoilo divyon mad, tano maneravasad, bhavaveshe kore sambodhan. The body of the Lord was just like a field of sugar cane into which the mad elephants of ecstasy entered. There was a fight amongst the elephants, and in the process the entire field of sugar cane was destroyed. Thus transcendental madness was awakened in the body of the Lord, and he experienced despondency in mind and body. In this ecstatic condition, he began to speak as follows. The body of the Lord was just like a field of sugar cane into which the mad elephants of ecstasy entered. There was a fight amongst the elephants, and in the process, the entire field of sugar cane was destroyed. Thus, transcendental madness was awakened in the body of the Lord, and he experienced despondency in mind and body. In this ecstatic condition, he began to speak as follows. He Deva, He Daita, He Bhuvanaika Bandhu, He Krishna, He Chapa, He Kurunaika Sindhu, He Nata, He Ramana, He Nayabhiram, Ahakadanu Bhavitasi Padam Jishurme. He Deva, He Daita, He Bhuvanaika Bandhu, He Krishna, He Chapa, He Kurunaika Sindhu, He Nata, He Ramana, He Nayana Bhiram, Ahakadanu Bhavitasi Padam Jishurme. O my Lord, O dearest one, O only friend of the universe, O Krishna, O restless one, O on the ocean of mercy. My Lord, O my enjoyer, O beloved to my eyes, alas, when will you again be visible to me? O my Lord, O dearest one, O only friend of the universe, O Krishna, O restless one, O on the ocean of mercy. O my Lord, O my enjoyer, O beloved to my eyes, alas, when will you again be visible to me? Unmade lakan korai Krishna spodhan bhavave shehute pranoiman solunta vachanditi man garva vyajastuti kabu ninda kabuva saman. The symptoms of madness served as an impetus for remembering Krishna. The mood of ecstasy awoke love, disdain, defamation by words, pride, honor, and indirect prayer. Thus Sri Krishna was sometimes blasphemed and sometimes honored. Tumi deva klidaratta bhuvane nadi jatta tahe kodo abhishta kridan tumi mor daita mote vaise tomar chitta mor bhagye koile agaman. In the mood of Radharani, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu addressed Krishna. My dear Lord, you are engaged in your pastimes, and you utilize all the women in the universe according to your desire. You are so kind to me. Please divert your attention to me, for by fortune you have appeared before me. Bhuvaner nadigan sabakoro akarshan tahakoro sab samadan. Tumi Krishna chittahar aiche kon pamar tomadeva keba koreman. My dear Lord, you attract all the women of the universe, and you make adjustments for all of them when they appear. You are Lord Krishna, and you can enchant everyone, but on the whole you are nothing but a debauchee. Who can honor you? Tomar chapal mati ekatrana hoistiti tate tomar nahi kichu dosh tumito karuna sindhu amar parana bandhu tomar nahi mor kabudosh. My dear Krishna, your mind is always restless. You cannot remain in one place, but you are not at fault for this. You are actually the ocean of mercy, the friend of my heart. Therefore, I have no reason to be angry with you. Tuminata braja pran, braje koro paritran, pahu karje nahi avakash. Tumi amar raman, sukadite agaman, ne tomar vaidagya vilas. My dear Lord, you are the master and the life and soul of Vrindavan. Kindly arrange for the deliverance of Vrindavan. We have no leisure hours away from our many activities. Actually, you are my enjoyer. You have appeared just to give me happiness, and this is one of your expert activities. Mor vakya nindamani Krishna chadi gela jani Shuno mor estuti vachan Dayaner abhiram tumi mor dana pran haha puna deha dadashan. Taking my words as defamation, Lord Krishna has left me. I know that he is gone, but kindly hear my prayers and praise. You are the satisfaction of my eyes. You are my wealth and my life. Alas, please give me your audience once again. Stamba kampa prashved varvanyashu swarbhe deho hoilo puloke vyapita hase kande nache gai uti iti uti dhai kane bhume podiya morchita. Hase kande nache gai uti iti uti dhai kane bhume podiya morchita. There were different transformations of the body of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being stunned, trembling, perspiring, fading away of color, weeping, and choking of the voice. In this way, his whole body was pervaded by transcendental joy. As a result, sometimes Mahaprabhu would laugh, sometimes cry, sometimes dance, and sometimes sing. Sometimes he would get up and run here and there, and sometimes fall on the ground and lose consciousness. Uchai hoilo sakshatkar uti kodehu hunkar koheye aila mahashoy Krishner madhuri gune nana brahma hoy mane shloka podi koroye nishchoy. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was thus unconscious, he happened to meet the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Consequently, he got up and immediately made a tumultuous sound, very loudly declaring, "Now Krishna, the great personality, is present." In this way, because of Krishna's sweet qualities, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made different types of mistakes in his mind. Thus, by reciting the following verse, he ascertained the presence of Lord Krishna. Madaswayam nu madora juti mandalam nu madoryam eva nu mano nayanam ritam nu venimrijo nu mama jiviti valabho nu Krishno yam abudayate mama lochanaya. In the attitude of Radharani, Mahaprabhu addressed the gopis. My dear friends, where is that Krishna, Cupid personified, who has the effulgence of a kadamba flower, who is sweetness itself, the nectar of my eyes and mind? He who loosens the hair of the gopis, who is the supreme source of transcendental bliss and my life and soul. Has he come before my eyes again? Kiba e sakshadkam duti bimba murtiman, Kiba dorya saya murtimanta, Kiba mano netrodsav, Kiba pranavalab, Satya Krishna aila netrananda. Netrananda means joy of the eyes, Netrananda. Mahaprabhu then began to speak like this. Is Cupid personified, present with the effulgence and reflection of the Kadamba tree? Is he the same person, personified sweetness, who is the pleasure of my eyes and mind, who is my life and soul? Has Krishna actually come before my eyes? Guru Nana Bhavagan, Shishya Prabhur Tanuman, Nanadite Satata Nachai. Nirved Vishadhunya Chapalya Harshadharja Manyu E Nitya Prabhu Kalo Jai. As the spiritual master chastises the disciple and teaches him the art of devotional service, so all the ecstatic symptoms of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, including despondency, moroseness, humility, restlessness, joy, endurance, and anger, instructed his body and mind. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed his time. Chandidas Vidyapati Rayana Taka Giti Karnamrita Shri Gita Govinda Sarup Ramananda Sane Mahaprabhu Rachi Dine Gaye Shune Paramahananda. He also passed his time reading the books and singing the songs of Chandidas and Vidyapati and listening to quotations from the Jagannath Vallabhnata, Krishna Karnamrita, and Gita Govinda. Thus, in the association of Srup Damodar and Rai Ramananda, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed his days and nights chanting and hearing with great pleasure. Podir Vatsalya Mukhya Ramananda Shuddha Sakya Govinda Je Shuddha Dasya Ras Gadadhar Jagadananda Swarupe Mukhya Rasananda E Chadi Bhave Prabhu Vash. Among his associates, Mahaprabhu enjoyed paternal loving affection from Paramananda Puri, friendly affection with Ramananda Rai, unalloyed service from Govinda and others, and humors of conjugal love with Gadadhar, Jagadananda, and Srup Damodar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enjoyed all these four mellows, and thus he remained obliged to his devotees. Lila Shug Martya Jantar Hoy Babudgam Ishwade Se Ki Ha Vishmoy Tahe Mukhya Rasa Shoy Hoyachen Mahashoy Tate Hoy Sarva Bhavodoy. Lila Shuk, Bilvamango Thakur, was an ordinary human being, yet he developed many ecstatic symptoms in his body. What then is so astonishing about these symptoms being manifest in the body of the Supreme Lord? In the ecstatic mood of conjugal love, Mahaprabhu was on the highest platform. Therefore, all the exuberant ecstasies were naturally visible in his body. Purve Braja Vilase Jaitina Vilashe Jatneha Aswadna Hoilo Shri Radhar Bhavasar Apane Koriyangikar Seitin Vastu Aswadilo. During his previous pastimes in Vrindavan, Lord Krishna desired to enjoy the three different types of ecstasy. But despite great endeavor, he could not taste them. Such ecstasies are the monopoly of Srimati Radharani. Therefore, in order to taste them, Krishna accepted the position of Radharani in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Apane kori aswadane shikailo bhakta gane prema chintamane prabhudani nahi jane stanastan jare tade koilo dan Mahaprabhu data shiromani. By personally tasting the mellows of love of Godhead, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught his direct disciples the process. Mahaprabhu is a wealthy capitalist possessing the touchstone of love of God. Not considering whether one is a proper or improper recipient, he gives his treasure to anyone and everyone. Thus he is the most munificent. E Gupta Bhava Sindhu Brahmanapa Eka Bindu Henodan Vilailo Samsade Aiche Doyalu Avatar Aiche Datana Hihar Guna Keho Nadevarni Bade. No one, not even Lord Brahma, can ascertain or even taste a drop of this confidential ocean of ecstasy. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of his causeless mercy, has distributed this love of Godhead all over the world. Thus there cannot be any incarnation more munificent than Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There is no greater benefactor. Who can describe his transcendental qualities? Kohi bar katana hai, kohi leke ho na bujaye, aiche Ch.Ch Chaitanya ranga se bujite pade, Chaitanya kripa jade hoita dasano dasa sangha. Such topics are not to be discussed freely, because if they are, no one will understand them. Such are the wonderful pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Unto one who is able to understand, Mahaprabhu has shown mercy by giving him the association of the servant of his own servant. Chaitanya Lila Ratnasar Saduper Bandar Teho Toila Raghunath Kante Taha Kichu Jeshu Nilo Taha Iha Vishtadilo Bhakta Gane Dilo Bete. The pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are the topmost of jewels. They have been kept in the storehouse of Sri Damodar Goswami, who has explained them to Raghunath Das Goswami, who has repeated them to me. Whatever little I have heard from Raghunath Das Goswami, I have described in this book, which is presented to all devotees. Jadikeho. And this is very intense, because Kaviraj Goswami is writing this feeling that he could leave his body at any moment. So he's kind of like wrapping everything up in a way. This is at the beginning of the Madhya Lila, because he's concerned that he could leave and not be able to complete the work. Of course, he was able to, but he was genuinely feeling that he may not be able to finish. He could leave his body at any moment. And so he's kind of like packing a lot in here in this chapter. Jadikeho henokoi granta koilo shloka moi itar jane narive budite prabhoy je achadan se kodi varnan sarva chitta nadhyadadite. If one says that Chaitanya Charitamrita is full of Sanskrit verses and therefore not understandable by a common man, I reply that what I have described are the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that for me to satisfy everyone is not possible. Nahi kaha savido, nahi kaha anudod, sahajvastu kodi vivadan, jadi hoi ragodesh, taha hoye avesh, sahajvastu na jai likan. In this Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is no contradictory in conclusion, nor is anyone else's opinion accepted. I have written this book to describe the simple substance as I have heard it from superiors. If I become involved in someone's likes or dislikes, I cannot possibly write the simple truth. It is a very nice verse. This translation is a little confusing, but basically it's saying, this last sentence is saying, I cannot become involved with everyone's preferences, but I have to write the simple truth. And I heard Gurudev quoting this verse once when there was some particular situation and, some dispute, and Gurudev was saying, I cannot. It was actually an issue of, how can we say this without naming names? Let's say someone like serving under Gurudev, they entered into a kind of competitive dynamic with another mission. And Gurudev was saying, that's not what I'm not interested in entering into competition with anyone. I'm trying to serve my Guru Maharaj. Because this person acting under Gurudev was like in a management position. And they were kind of competing with another mission. And Gurudev said, this is exactly what I don't want. I'm not interested in entering into a competition. I want to serve my Guru Maharaj. And then he quoted this verse, which also shows you how deeply familiar Gurudev is with Chaitanya Charitamrita. I cannot become involved with what this person is doing and that person is doing, what this person thinks and what that person thinks, and so on and so forth. I'm just trying to serve my Guru Maharaj in the most authentic way that is possible. A very profound point. I asked Chagi Maharaj to he gave me a more clear translation, but I'm trying to remember it. I can find it.
Can I put the microphone closer to you again?
Yes, sir.
Why
Because you told me I'm not allowed to hit here. I can't do anything then.
No. Now that I put the microphone up higher, it doesn't matter.
You see, I was told I can't hit the table because it makes a disturbing sound. And then I'm told not to put the microphone too far away. Find this. See if it comes up easily. No, I'll have to find it later. Anyhow, the main idea has been conveyed. It would be nice to find the exact quote of Gurudev. I don't remember where it is. It was in Govardhan. He was talking about it. Here it is, Govardhan. Anyhow, main idea, we got the main idea. Jevanahi bujje keha shunite seha ki adbhuta chetana charit Krishna upajibe priti janibe rasera diti shunile bodo hoit. This is also a well-known verse. If one does not understand in the beginning but continues to hear again and again, the wonderful effects of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes will bring love for Krishna. Gradually, one will come to understand the loving affairs between Krishna and the gopis and other associates of Vrindavan. Everyone is advised to continue to hear over and over again to greatly benefit. Bhagavad shloka moy tikatar samskrita hoy tabu koiche bujechi bhuvan Iha shlok dui chadi tar vyakya basha kodi kenena bujive sarvajan. In reply to those critics who say that Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is full of Sanskrit verses, it can be said that Srimad Bhagavatam is also full of Sanskrit verses, as are the commentaries on Bhagavatam. Nonetheless, Bhagavatam can be understood by everyone, as well as by advanced devotees who study the Sanskrit commentaries. Why then will people not understand Chaitanya Charitamrita? There are only a few Sanskrit verses, and these have been explained in the Bengali vernacular. What is the difficulty in understanding? Shesh lilar suchagan koilo kichu vivadan iha vishtadite chitta hoy take jadiya yu shesh vishtadiba lila shesh jadi mahaprabhu kripa hoy. I have already given a synopsis of all the facts and figures of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's last pastimes, and I have a desire to describe them more elaborately. If I've remained longer and am fortunate enough to receive the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I shall try to describe them again more elaborately. Ami vidar jar tor likite kampaye kor mane kichu smadan na hoy nyadekiye nayane nashuniye shavane tabolikiye bodo vishmoy. I have now become too old and disturbed by invalidity. While I write, my hands tremble. I cannot remember anything, nor can I see or hear properly. Still I write, and this is a great wonder. Eyantya lilasar sutramadje vishtar kodi kichu kodilo varnan ihamadje madi jabe vanitena padi tobe e lila bhakta ganadan. In this chapter, I have to some extent described the essence of the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya at the end. If I die in the meantime and cannot describe them in detail, at least the devotees will have this transcendental treasure. Sankepe sutra koilo jai hanale kilo ageta kodibo vishtar jadi tatta dinjiye Mahaprabhur kripa huye icha bori kodibo vichar. In this chapter I have briefly described the Antya Lila. Whatever I have not described, I shall describe extensively in the future. If by Mahaprabhu's mercy I live for so many days that I can fulfill my desires, I will give full consideration to these pastimes. It's very intense. The pure devotees, they're only, they have no desire of their own. And I mean, we heard Gurudev also, I heard Gurudev also speak like this, in this type of mood. Like he was feeling, I'm coming to the end of my days, but I need to finish my service, Like there was one time after he had a major stroke, and then he was, actually I think it was after he had that heart attack in America, and he was back in Navadvip, and he commented, Guru Maharaj has extended my lifetime, and I understand why, so I can continue with his preaching mission, like that. Like his every moment of his life was only being used for that purpose, There was this intensity, like how much time do I have left to complete my service here? Chotta boro bhakta gan vanda sabarshi chadan sabe more koro santosh sadhu gosai mata rupa raghunata jane jata taili ki nahi more dosh. I worship herewith the lotus feet of all kinds of devotees, both advanced and neophytes. Literally, the Bengali is very sweet, Chotto boro bhakta gan. The little devotees and the big devotees. It's very simple. It's very simple Bengali. Literally, that's how you use it. Amar Choto Bai, my little brother. Choto Boro Bhaktagan. That's very sweet. So the little devotees and the big devotees, I'm worshipping their lotus feet. There was one of these Gaudiya Mat sannyasis. He maybe it was I think it might have been for Gurudev's appearance day. The Ch.Ch. Maharaj had a big festival, and he invited some of these sannyasis to come. And one of them, he was a very good speaker. I mean, I didn't understand that much. It was in Bengali, but you could see he had something genuine in him. But he started out with some like prayers of invocation, and he chanted this, and it was just very charming. Like as one of his beginning verses, like we'll say Om Jnana Tasya, and he chanted this verse as one of his introductory verses. It was very charming because it was like he was addressing the audience, saying like all the big devotees and the little devotees, the new devotees, the old devotees, I'm giving my respects to everyone. It was very sweet. I request all of them to be satisfied with me. I am faultless because I have written herein whatever I have understood from Srila Damodar Goswami and Rup and Raghunath Das Goswamis. I have neither added to nor subtracted from their version. Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Dvaitari Bhakta Vrinda Shire Dori Sabhacharan Sarup Rupa Sanatan Raghunatha Shri Charan Duli Karamastake Bhushan. According to the Parampara system, I wish to take the dust from the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu, and all the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like Srila Damodar, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami. I wish to take the dust of their lotus feet upon my head. In this way, I wish to be blessed with their mercy. Pai Jaragyadan Bhajar Vaishnavagan Vandotar Mukhya Haridas Chaitanya Vilasa Sindhu Kalolera Eka Bindu Tarkana Kohe Krishna Das. Receiving orders from the above authorities and the Vaishnavas of Vrindavan, especially from Haridas, the priest of Govindaji, I, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, have tried to describe one small particle of one drop, of one wave of the ocean of the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One small particle of one drop of one wave of the ocean of the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. My goodness. When you hear like this kind of nectar, you just feel like nothing else matters. Whatever I've been through, whatever I will go through, it doesn't matter, like this moment in time is everything. Who cares about anything else? But to have had the fortune of exposure to this level of nectar, how is it possible? How is it possible? What more could be desired? Very extraordinary. And we're very fortunate we have a recording of Gurudev chanting this chapter by the grace of Srila Prabhu. When you hear that, that recording, you can tell Gurudev is just completely ecstatic, And he starts out just like chanting a few of the verses, and then he's in the middle. He's like, the problem with these verses is they're so beautiful. Once you start, you can't stop. One by one by one. Very beautiful. Okay. Jai, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki Jai. Tomorrow morning we are going early to Italy, so for now we won't say goodbye, but for now this will be our final class. But no doubt we will be back again soon. The flight is 7:15 in the morning, so I'd like to say we'll leave at 5 because that would be somewhat comfortable, but we should probably leave more like 4:30 because of all the extra stuff. They've got to screen our temperature, and we have to fill out a health declaration, and stuff like that.
She's probably going us a few times. Psychologically test the claims.
They'll do that. They'll do that to you. Pandita, will you please lead us?
Deka
Huh?
Hobe.
Deka Hobbit? Oh, right. Abar. Ami Aschi.
Ashti. Hari Hari Namah Krishna Jadavaya Namah.
Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah. Govindara Siva
found it. It's very nice. So Gurudev's talking about this particular situation. Gurudev's talking about this particular situation, and he says, then what I do not want, they are trying to do that. That is competition. I do not want to compete with anyone. I shall go in my own line. And that is under guidance of Srila Guru Maharaj, Bas. And then he quotes that line from Chaitanya Charitamrita. And then he says, what is the fact? I shall follow that under guidance of Srila Guru Maharaj. For 40 years, I did not go to Mayapur. I am not going in one day for visiting. I am exclusively living with the lotus feet of Srila Guru Maharaj and Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. That is my life and goal. That I try to follow. But I have got a very good result in my life. That is the miracle for me. Where I am born and where I am at present, I cannot forget it. Very pious. Actually, I included this quote. That's why I tried to get the exact, a more clear translation of the verse. I included it in the biography as an example of chastity, Gurudev's chastity. It's very clear, very powerful, very strong. I shall go in my own line, and that is under guidance of Srila Guru Maharaj, Bas. What is the fact? I shall follow that under guidance of Srila Guru Maharaj. He says Bas twice. What is the fact? I shall follow that under guidance of Srila Guru Maharaj, Bas. I am exclusively living with the lotus feet of Srila Guru Maharaj and Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. That is my life and goal. That I try to follow. Wow. See, this is scripture in person, the things that we just read about, it's right here in this person. And I'll read the more clear translation of that line. Nahi kaha savido, nahi kaha anudo, sahaj vastu kodi vivanan. I think it's something you can't properly translate in English. That's why that translation's a little unclear. Here is no opposition and no supplication. I simply describe the fundamental object. And then Saraswati Thakur, in his Anubhashya, he rendered it like this, which is a little more clear. In this book, I have not written anything concerning any particular matter in opposition to anyone or compelled by anyone's request. I have simply described the fundamental object. So it's serving beyond the pull of the duality of this worldly plane. Not becoming involved in various likes and dislikes. Wow, amazing, man, amazing. That was a very special time that 2008 in Govardhan. Gurudev gave some pretty amazing talks then. It was very special. Even Bhakti Lalita, she said she hadn't heard Gurudev talk like that, maybe in 10 years. That was it. And I was just fortunate. Normally I wouldn't be there, but through different circumstances I happened to be there that time. That was very special. There was this other time where he was invited to some particular gathering. I think he was discussing how he'd been invited to be the president of some situation, but of some particular group. But some of the members of that group were not directly disrespectful but to Srila Sridhar Maharaj, but indirectly they were somewhat disrespectful. And so Gurudev, it was kind of like a politics thing, like in politics there's lots of this, I scratch your back, you scratch my back, and this kind of stuff, And so Gurudev's like, I don't want to sit there and have to give so much honor to someone who I feel hasn't properly respected my Guru Maharaj, And then And there was this really powerful expression he made. If I cannot speak the truth there, then I will not go. Here it is. It says, then what? And he tells this. I won't discuss it here, but he tells this whole history about another Vaishnava who was a part of that, which is not so savory, but who was being given a big platform there. And then, it's just this whole political game. And then he said, at the conclusion, then what shall I tell? Truth? If I shall tell truth, where will be their prestige? Then I am not joining, I am not going. They've requested to me. They wants to show my friends and family is so big. Because Gurudev has a big Western group. So they wanted his prestige to give them more prestige. Yes, it is truth. Still 30 or 40 are with me. And if they will join, they will be more glorious. But glory will go to where? To the hell or heaven? I cannot join there. One day I told the truth, a little in Goswami Maharaj's mat, but they are oh ho ho ho. I told, why are you doing ho ho? What is truth? I am telling. No, not necessary to tell. I said, okay, you are not happy, I shall not tell. Many things happened, but I am not going anywhere for that. I want to say what is truth. I am telling to my friends and family. I am not telling I shall make you 4 hands Vaishnav or 10 hands Vaishnav. I never told. You do sadhana, you will be benefited. That is final preaching of our society. Sadhana you will do. Anything you will do. Cook for deity, cook for devotee, but you take prasadam, not cook for yourself. This is our conception. I'm not giving some magic cure here or some you'll be able to walk on water or some silly thing, but you do the work and you'll get the result. You'll get something real. Man, this is just wonderful. Okay, we'll stop there. It was very special, and he was very direct. There was this other day when he told everyone not to go on parikrama. You're in Govardhan, you're in Vrindavan, of course everybody wants to go on parikrama, right? Everyone's making their parikrama plans. Gurudev told everyone, don't go on parikrama. He said, I am coming here for my service to Guru Maharaj, and you are here for me. And not necessary to go for eye exercise. No, you can stay here with me. And he said, Giriraj is here. We have our Giriraj here. You can do parikrama. There was one devotee who had told Gurudev that they were going on parikrama, and Gurudev said, oh, not necessary to go. And then they afterwards expressed that they regretted having told Gurudev. Because he normally wouldn't be so direct. It was really something quite special. Normally, Gurudev was very diplomatic and accommodating, and he'd give you that smile, but he was just in this very special mood, very direct. And one day he was like giving us instructions, like, which normally he was normally, like I saw in Navadvip and Calcutta, he was very, very withdrawn, at least in terms of the Western devotees. He didn't get involved in their, for the general devotees, he didn't get involved in giving them instructions. But on that occasion, like, he told us all one day to go and cut vegetables. Like, he just told everybody, go and cut vegetables, and he told everyone, like, make sure you're getting up for Mangalarati. It was kind of like it seemed like he felt very comfortable there, and he felt free to kind of assert himself a little bit, and because normally he was very careful not stepping over the various managers, but I don't know what the exact situation was there, but he was clearly very feeling free and comfortable. And there was one day when I've told this story a few times. It was Srileka and Ashapurna. You heard that already. They came in one day, and Gurudev just suddenly started telling them, tomorrow we will go very early in the morning to Kusham Sarovar. We will pick flowers there, and then we will go to Radha Kund. We will do service there. He said, we will go with Guru Maharaj. Tomorrow very early in the morning we will go with Guru Maharaj. We'll go to Kusham Sarovar and pick flowers, and then we will go to Radha Kund and do service there. And then we will come back. And they were both like looking over their shoulders, like, who's he talking to? But he was talking to them. He was in some ecstatic mood. Yeah, very special time with Gurudev. Sometimes it, it felt like he was more withdrawn, and other times he was more, his mood, was more kind of like reciprocating, more open, more comfortable with the devotees. And that period was like that. Gurudev, we miss you so much. I was thinking yesterday, because sometimes in our childishness, we feel resentful that Gurudev is gone. But yesterday I was reflecting, when you're a baby, there's so many. If we just think about all the things that we do on a daily basis that we don't think about, when you're a baby, they're very difficult. Cleaning yourself, eating something, dressing yourself. You can't do any of those things, when you're a baby. And so I was thinking, we can't expect Gurudev, to, change our diapers forever. We can learn to do it ourselves now. We have to learn to stand on our own feet. Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. We already did Hadi Hadi, right?
Jai Sriyukta Vishakha Didi Ki Jai. Griffin Prabhu Ki Jai. Kat Prabhu Didi Ki Jai.
Jai Rasamai Pandita Devidasi Ki